Like, there are many things that great advertising can be defined as, but one definition is that great advertising is the transfer of emotion. It's getting the person to feel things, because if you can get someone to feel something, that's a very powerful experience. Feelings are overwhelming, they're all consuming, they essentially guide everything that goes on in our day-to-day life. We do nothing without feeling. Even if you think that you're feeling something, there's an emotional reason why we do everything. So by getting someone to imagine, what would you like to be able to do in Spanish, like, look at these things here, like listen to music and podcasts. So if you like stare off into the ceiling when you think about that, you're probably going to be thinking, in terms of feelings. Learn about local culture again, like you mentioned there, walking down the street, smelling, the local cuisine being cooked in the restaurant on the corner. These are all like feelings. How does that make you feel? Even, reading books and articles, like, that might not be so, like, emotional to someone that is, perhaps, not involved in a career where they need to be able to do that, or maybe they'll lose their job. So there's all sorts of, they're thinking, oh my God, this is how I'm going to save my career or something. I'm making it up. But this question is guiding you to not only get into a visual, place where you can imagine yourself in the experience, but it's also triggering the emotions that are associated with that. And when you can get into the realm of making people feel emotions in your advertising, you're really selling at a far superior level. All things being equal, ads that make people feel emotions will always outperform ads that do not. And it's a very difficult thing for a lot of people to get. It's a difficult thing for a lot of people to understand. It's also interesting, like, I've seen this so many times throughout my career, where advertisers strike it rich with an ad, but they never know how to repeat it again. They never, they never, like, it's kind of like lightning strikes. It struck once, but it never struck again. And like the hidden kind of reasons, there's many hidden reasons why things can be breakthroughs in terms of advertising, but one of them is that somehow, some way, at least in the context of these guys that don't know how to repeat things, their advertising struck a very powerful emotional nerve with people that tapped into a very strong feeling, and that was not present in their advertising thereafter. So the masters of advertising really know how to make people feel things.